Today we're going to do a partner stretch. We're first going to start with a little cobra peel. We're going to do this one together. So grab your partner and we're going to do 10 reps of these peels to start off. So we're just peeling up. We're going to do 5 reps of this. Just get that back warmed up. Nice extension of the spine. Three, let's go 2 more. Last one and hold. All right, cool. So grab your partner and the first thing we're going to do is a pancake stretch. So we're going to go side to side, so this lateral flexion, and then we're going to go forward. So one partner's going to go down and we'll each get a turn at this as well, so we'll switch over after each exercise. So from here, we're going to reach the right arm through, and what we're trying to do here is create a big twist through the spine. And then we're going to reach this arm up and over, so left arm. With my hand on my knee, I'm going to press that bottom arm through and then create this big twist through here. If you're being stretched, I want you to breathe through your nose nice and calmly, reaching that arm through a bit more, Jenny. There you go, creating a big twist. This arm can be straight or bent. And we're giving this nice gentle pull with the top arm and then pushing the bottom arm through. So we're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Two more breaths. Last one. Awesome. We'll switch sides now. So left arm goes through, right arm comes over the top. Again, creating this really big twist through the thoracic. Opening up here. I'm just using my knee. You can also use your hand as well. You'll feel a big stretch all the way from the armpit or tricep all the way through the rib cage down into the hip. If you're being stretched, remember just to breathe in through the nose, nice big deep breaths. Reach that arm bit further through, Jenny, the bottom arm, yep. Okay. And just communicate with your partner. Jenny was just crying out for help, saying that I was going too hard. So make sure you're listening to your partner and just push them hard enough that they're going to get a big deep stretch, and we're going to increase the range, but not too far that they're holding tension. There's a fine line between the two. So just communicate with your partner and see if they're feeling okay. Are you okay, Jenny?
I'm okay.
She's okay. Still here, big breaths. And then we're going to slowly come out. The next one we're going to do while we're in this pancake position, we're going to go straight forward. Go for it. So leaning forward. And we just want to put a little bit of light pressure on the back. I'll get Jenny to turn around to face this way, just to give you an example. And just don't go down as far. Just act like you've got a tight back. Round it out. Yeah, cool. So what we want to try to do, just go down a little further. What we want to try to do is not press straight down. What we want to try to do is lengthen the spine, pushing this way. So maybe you're just walking your hands gently up and down your partner's back. And they're going to keep reaching down. So you can go as far as you can now. So Jenny's going to go down as far as you can. And I'm just going to gently put some pressure. It's almost like massaging the back, keeping that pressure down always. So don't press and then let go. Keep that pressure down with at least one hand. And we're just going to slowly walk our hands up and down the back. Remember, thinking about that elongation of the spine. We don't want to just be pressing straight down. Think about lengthening always. How are you, Jenny?
I'm good.
Good. Big, deep breaths. So each one of these stretches will go for around 60 to 90 seconds. And we've got 5 stretches on the list today for this class. After Jenny's finished this one, we'll get her to switch over and our partner's gonna have a go. So we'll go side to side and then forward. Let's see if we can do 3 more big deep breaths. Big breath in and let it go. Nice. And again, big breath in and let it go. Last one, guys. And let it go. Cool, it's come out nice and slowly. How'd that feel?
That was great. All right, Rod's stretching now. So switch over with your partner, guys.
I'm just going to give you this. So switching over.
And we're going to go... We're going to go to the right first. So Rod's going to take his right arm and put it in this way, and the left arm's going to come over the top. Now Rod uses his knee to push this bottom shoulder through, but I usually use my, my right hand on this side. So I've got my right hand, and then I've got my right leg out posted as well. It makes it a little bit more comfortable. So I'm kind of in like a lunge position. I'm pushing with my bottom hand on the bottom shoulder, and I'm pulling the top arm through and over. So I'm trying to create this twist. Is that okay? So just communicate with your partner, make sure they're okay. This can be yeah, pretty strong stretch, definitely, with the twist. Keep breathing. Yeah, and remember that we're not trying to force new movement for your partner. You're just trying to give them a little bit of pressure to encourage them to come a little bit deeper into the stretch, but it's important that they still feel comfortable so that they can get the most out of the stretch and they're not holding tension. All right, 3 more breaths. Nice. Breathe in and relax. 1 more. Nice. Really slowly come out of the stretch. Let's go the other side.
Really good one to do at night time.
Definitely. All right, 1 arm in, 1 arm over. Again, communicate with your partner. One side is going to feel definitely different and easier to the other. It's very normal to feel more bendy on one side than the other, a little bit tighter on the other. Breathe, try to relax. Maybe you don't go down as far as Rod goes. Maybe you get the twist, but not so much side flexion, and that's okay. The twist is the most important thing for this one, and then the side flexion after. Let's just do 3 more breaths. One more big deep breath. And slowly come on out. All right, we're going to move into a pancake, so the forward fold next. Again, like Rod was saying before, you don't want to push down on your partner if they're not far enough down. You want to be pushing out so that you can lengthen their spine. I like to walk my hands up and down a person's spine. It feels really nice as a receiver. Kind of feels a bit like you've got a cat walking on your back. You all right? You got a cramp in your ab. Again, just check in with your partner, see if they want a little bit more or a little bit less. Maybe they feel like they need to be pushed in a different spot on their back. Yeah, if you need to come out for a second, come out. Rod's just got a cramp in his abs, so he needs to come out for a second. Let's just do 3 more breaths, guys. Nice. And slowly come on out. Good job.
Ooh.
All right, good.
Hip circles.
Yeah, we're gonna do partner, yeah, okay, you stay down. All right, that person can stay down if you want, and they can go first. So we're gonna do partner hip circles. So we're gonna have one leg out long, and then the other leg we're going to bend in, and we're gonna take it through some hip circles. So starting holding onto the knee and holding onto the ankle, and make sure that you're really supporting your partner's leg. So you don't want to drop your partner's leg, you want to be in control of their leg. And the person laying down, you need to relax your whole body and just give up control of your leg. We're going to take the hip through some circles, and when you first start off small and gentle, and we can get bigger as we go around. If you notice them taking over control of the leg, you can give a little bit of a shake just to remind them to relax. And we're going to do 10 circles one way, 10 circles the other way, and then switch legs. So that's 3. 4. 5. 6. Starting to make the circles a little bigger now. 7. 8. 9. And last one, let's switch directions. Remember, if you're being stretched, to give up control of the leg.
That's so nice.
Should feel really nice. Six. 7. Make the circles a little bigger now, guys. 8. 9. And 10. All right, then we're going to stretch the leg out. We're going to switch to the other side. So lifting the leg on the other side. Taking control of the ankle and the knee. And starting the circles nice and small. Starting to get a little bigger now. It's number 6. I'm trying to make sure that the circles are even as well. So coming as far in with the knee as you go out with the knee. 2 more. And back the other way. You might feel some cracking and popping in the hip, maybe even the lower back. Make the circles a little bigger. 7. 8. 9. And 1 more. 10. All right. The next one we're going to do is a partner butterfly stretch. I'll do this one for Rod and then we'll switch over so you guys can do the same at home. So I'm going to bring Rod's feet together and allow his knees to fall open. Then I'm going to sit so that my knees hold his feet in so that they don't come out. We're going to start to put some pressure onto the knees. This is a really vulnerable stretch and it can be quite painful, so make sure you go really slow with this one. The person laying down being stretched, really just try to relax. You might feel your lower back trying to pull away from the ground to try to escape the stretch. It's hard to force the back down, but just try to relax the back rather than trying to escape the stretch. So we're also going to do a contract and relax in this position. So the contraction for this position is the person being stretched, imagining you're trying to push your knees together, so pull them back up together. But you only want to use maybe about 30 to 40% of your strength because you don't actually want to bring them together. And then the person who is stretching, you want to keep as much pressure on the knees as possible so that they can't bring their knees together. So we're going to do a contract and relax now. It's really important when you're doing a contract that you bring it on really slowly and take it back out really slowly so it's not a very sudden jerky movement. All right, so we're going to do a contract now. So I'm going to push down on Rod's knees and he's going to try to bring them together. Bring on the stretch slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then he's going to slowly back it off and relax. Make sure you're breathing if you're being stretched, and then talk to your partner as well. Make sure that they're okay. Rod, are you okay? He's good. All right, let's go for another contraction. Squeeze the legs together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. It's enough pressure. Just check in with your partner. We've got one more contract and relax, guys. Squeezing the legs together now for 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, relax. Are they on the ground?
Yeah.
All right. So the next part is really important. This stretch is kind of painful for some people to come out of. So we're going to take it really slow, but we're going to actually help them to bring their legs together. The person laying down isn't going to do anything. So I've got my hands on the outsides of the knees and I'm going to really gently bring the knees together for them. And then when we get up to the top, we're going to do a little shake from side to side. And then we're going to push the knees into our partner's chest or into their tummy. A little bit of pressure. And then slowly come on out. All right. It's my turn.
All right, switch over, guys.
What have we got? Hip circles, by the way.
So we'll do hip circles first. So just get in position, just laying down, nice and comfortable on the ground. Just scoot this way just a little bit. That way. Yep. Cool. So we're going to grab, it doesn't matter which leg you start with, but I'm going to start with Jenny's right leg. So pick up the right leg, gently bend at the knee. And then we're just going to take hold of the ankle and the knee. And we're going to just do some gentle circles, 10 reps in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making the circles gently bigger. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then reverse the direction. You can start a little bit wider with these ones because we've already warmed it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. extend. So we're just trying to really free the hip up, moving through internal, external rotation, and all the bits in between as well. Cool. So we're just going to place the leg down. I like to give it a little pull just to create a little bit of space in the hip joint. Give it a little shake and place it back down. So we'll do the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 8, 9, 10. How you feeling, Jenny?
Great.
She's great. Back the other way, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. All right, cool. So again, I just like to give a little bit of pull on that hip, just give a little bit of a shake, create a little bit of space in that joint. And then from here, we're going to move into that butterfly. So bending the knees, bringing the feet together, and then trapping the feet with the knees. And I'm just going to sit down nice and comfortable. It's really good to do this with straight arms if you're assisting, just because it'll be a lot easier on you. If you do it with bent arms, it'll be a little bit harder, strength-wise. And whenever we're doing any partner stretch, we want to be, if we're assisting, we want to be as comfortable and as relaxed as possible to make them feel relaxed. So now from here, straight arms, we're just going to put a light pressure down on the knees. And Jenny's just going to do big, deep breaths. Communicate with your partner as well. Does it need more? Does it need less? 2 more breaths. Last one. Let those knees drop. All right, so we're going to do the contract and relax. We're going to go for 10 seconds. So building it up nice and slow all the way to 100% on the 10 seconds. Okay, go for it. So 10%, 20%, 30%, 40, 50, 60. Keep building it. 70%, 80, 90, 100% contraction. Lift, 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 and relax. Woo. Nice. So the knees should drop every time after that contract and relax. You okay? And let's go again for round number 2. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Let it go. Ooh. Nice work. We've got one more here. And let's go for the last contract and relax to 10 seconds. Let's build it up from 10% to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Keep building. 70, 80, 90, 100% contraction. Lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, and relax. Ooh.
Less.
Couple of breaths here. See if we can drop the knees down. All right, so just like before, we're just going to grab the outside of the legs. The person being stretched is not doing anything. We're just going to really gently pull the legs together. Once they're in here, we're just going to give them a little bit of a shake, and then I'll get Jenny to move her hands so we can lift the knees up. And just compressing and just placing the knees into the chest. A couple of breaths here. And I still like this one where grab the ankles, we're going to straighten the legs out and just give a little bit of traction. Give a bit of a shake, and then lower all the way down to the ground. Get real sleepy after that. That's why it's awesome to do this at night. If you guys can do this at night with your partner, would be perfect. All right, so the last one is this shoulder decompression. I'll get Jenny just to come back just a little bit to make sure we're still in frame. So I'm gonna press down. You guys can do this standing up, so I'm just gonna crouch down. What you wanna do is turn sideways, so you give them almost like a little backrest with the side of your leg. So you come in here, and that makes them stand up nice and upright, so the spine's straight. We're gonna grab the shoulders again with straight arms. So we wanna press down with straight arms, and we wanna grab the delts. So we don't grab around here, you don't wanna be up here somewhere. So grabbing the delts and pushing down. Straight away you'll feel this stretch through the neck and the traps. This is good. We hold a lot of tension in this position. So this is trying to release some of that. All right. So pressing down, we'll just hold this stretch for a second, and then we'll move through very similar contract and relax to what we did in the butterfly. This is gonna be the last stretch that we do in this sequence. Couple more breaths. I'm placing a fair amount of pressure through the shoulders as well. Again, with straight arms. All right, so now we'll do those 3 contract and relax. So Jenny's gonna shrug her shoulders up. She's gonna build the pressure all the way to about 50% this time. So 5-second contract. So go for it. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and relax. Let them drop. Awesome. Let's go again for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and relax. Let it drop. Ooh. Nice. Last one now. And up for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Relax. Let them drop. Ooh. Spend a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to come down, we're going to grab the elbows, and we're just going to shrug their shoulders for them. Move up and down, like little T-Rex arms. And then they're going to relax, and then we're just going to give them really fast trap massage. So just applying a little bit of pressure to the traps, maybe to the delts as well. Just for about 10 seconds. This one's always good when you just grab and hold and then move on. Like a little pinch. Create some pressure and then shake it off. There you go.
Switch it out.
Cool. Switch it over. Do this.
Scoot back a little. All right, guys. So again, same as what Rod just did for me. We're going to turn our body so that our other side of our leg is supporting your partner's body, and they can sit up nice and upright. We're going to have our hands on the delts, so not up here on the traps, out on the outer edges of the shoulders, and we're going to push down. So it's really important that the person being stretched is sitting up nice and upright and then not folding forward, because then we will be compressing the spine rather than decompressing the shoulders. So this is a shoulder decompression stretch. Should feel really nice, and I've honestly never had anyone put too much pressure on my shoulders. So probably try to put as much pressure as you can, and then if it's too much for the partner, they'll tell you to back off. But it's not the same if you don't have enough pressure, so make sure you do give enough pressure. Is that enough pressure, Rod? Mm-hmm. Good. I'm just going to readjust my hands. Oh, sorry. All right, so we're going to do a contract and relax now, so the same as Rod did before. So we're going to start to bring that stretch on for 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50%. Slowly relax down. Make sure you're breathing. And let's go again, lifting up for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, and relax down. Yeah, just dropping down. All right, last one, guys. Lifting the shoulders, 10%, 20, 30, 40, and 50%. Relax down. Really try to relax your shoulders down as far as they can. And slowly come out, bring your hands down to the elbows, and we're just gonna shrug the partner's shoulders. Feels really nice. It's like a little release out of that stretch. And then we're gonna give our partners a little massage. Rod's hair's so long, it's all in the way. Just do a nice little massage through the traps and the shoulders. There we go.
Awesome work.
That's it, guys. That's partner stretch class. Hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm so relaxed right now. Hope you guys are relaxed.
I'm like, are you going to say something?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time.